Hello, Jim Lurkey, owner of Safety Connections. My blurb for the week is on becoming a better leader. No matter who it is, including myself, I think we can all become better if we have that mindset. So, what are some of the things we can do? Simply to improve the team's engagement and success. I think learning to be a good leader can greatly impact the success of your team, all right? And your organization and yourself at the same time. So, therefore, the following behavior I would want everyone to know are signs that you may have a poor leadership strategy. Here's where I'm coming from. Point one would be no one on your team has criticized one of your ideas in the past month. Next point, you spend more time planning your own career than you are about your team. Number 3 point, you haven't had at least 3 completely non-work related conversations with your teammates for a week. None. Next point, different team members would provide different answers if you ask them your top 3 priorities of the year. So think about that. So what do we got to do? We got to engage in honest, open communication. So when I talk about that, here's what I have to tell you. One of the absolute most important elements of an effective leader is creating an open line of communication with your teammates. That's done through openness, honesty, transparency, and builds trust, because what we do, what we say we do, we do. When your responsibility is being responsible for your team, and you're straightforward, things start to happen. It's a reflection on yourself and your team on what happens. So being honest is one thing. The other thing is your ethical behavior is of key value to your team and that it's followed. So you think about that, okay? What are other things? Connect with your team members. Leading a group of people definitely requires a mutual sense of trust and understanding between the leader and their members. That's a choice we have. That's what we need to understand. To achieve this, leaders need and must connect with their people. All right, the next one. We need to encourage personal and professional growth. Acting as a team's cheerleader is an important part of any effective leader. You should be invested in their success and growth. I can tell you on a personal level, I've done that. Now, most of the time it's successful. Other times it's not, based on the person's choices, because we can't make those choices for others. The next one I want to close with today, and that is keep a positive attitude. It's so easy to let somebody tear you down because they're saying something, doing something you don't want to see or hear. And as much as leaders wish their team's day-to-day operations could run smoothly all the time, they're bound to run into occasional issues and obstacles. It's part of being a leader. Whether it's a minor miscommunication or a major error, the way you handle a negative situation says a lot about you and your leadership skills. We always talk about not we, but myself. I talk about the fact that we always must keep our emotions in check. How we act and react to situations during the worst of time makes us really, truly the great leaders we all can be. Keep that in mind. That's my message for the week. Until next week, take care and practice some of what you heard. Take care.